What's going on, CFFW? I am here to announce a second workout for this week. And this one is a floater workout. So the way that this is going to go is you don't have a 1 week time where we're announcing the workouts on Fridays, so today, and then you have until the following Thursday to do it. This one you'll have until next Thursday. So not this coming Thursday next week, but the Thursday after to do this one. This one can be fit in wherever you find time. You do not have to do it on a Saturday. There's no extra points for that or anything like that. This is simply a chance to get some extra points for doing an additional workout. And depending on where you place on this workout, again, being able to add some more points to your total. Now there is one catch, and that is that before you do this, there will be a spot on your scorecard where you're going to basically pull a poker chip from a hat. Now, I won't be telling you what the colors mean. You'll pull it, you'll write the color down on your scorecard. I know what it means. I will announce what it means when everybody has done this before the 2 weeks is over, and it may or may not impact your score or your placing on this workout. And so I want everybody that's thinking, oh, well, I'm not good at this. Oh, if people are stronger than me, I'm really going to be at a disadvantage in scoring well. Do it anyway, because there's a little bit of a twist that will come after these 2 weeks that may or may not shuffle some things up on the leaderboard, specifically for this workout. So this is going to be another strength event. What we are doing is for our floater event for the Backyard Battle Royale, it's going to be a max effort 50-foot farmer's carry using the farmer's bars that we do have at the gym. So we will have 50 feet laid out inside. It'll be down the primary hallway towards the main door where we enter. That way you can do your carry in one go. Excuse me. Anyway, it will be down the main hall towards the main door, the main entrance to the gym. That way you can do your 50 feet all in one go, and you don't have to stop and turn around. This should be one constant carry. You can't stop, you can't break, you can't do anything like that. If you slow down or whatever, that's cool, but as long as those things stay in your hand for the entire 50 feet, then you're good. And we'll talk about some strategies around how to use the farmer's bar and some ways to generate momentum and things like that when we're doing heavy carries. So 50-foot farmer's carry. Your score is going to be your total combined weight. That means you take the total weight of both implements in both hands and you add them together to get one big number. We will double check, but I'm pretty sure the farmer's bars are like 15 pounds. We have to weigh them again just to make sure. But you will include that weight in your total. So if they're 15 pounds each, that's 30 additional pounds. We will confirm that after I make this video, just to make sure that we have the right weight, the accurate weight to add to our totals. So let's go ahead and take a look at the farmer's bars. Now, when we're talking about farmer's carries, there are some things that we want to think about. The first is you want to load your bars evenly. So this is a 45-pound plate on either side, plus the weight of the bar. I would have one load here and obviously the same load on my other hand. You combine those weights in order to get your score. Now I've got one clip on each of these, but these bars are a little skinnier, so the clips may not hold as well, or they might shift around if there's heavier weights on here. So for those of us that start to get pretty heavy on our farmer's carry, if we find that things are starting to shift, you can always add an additional clip as long as you have a room for it on the farmer's bar itself. But make sure you put clips on, because these plates will not want to stay if you don't. So if you're doing a carry and your plate falls off and it's because you didn't do a clip and now you need to redo it, or maybe you don't have enough energy to redo that weight, that's on you. Sorry to say it, but that's on you. Make sure you put clips on these things because you will need them. Now, for the farmer's carry itself, a lot of times we'll think, I need to grab this thing directly in the middle, but when you're picking up a heavy farmer's bar, if I grab further towards the front, I'm going to get a little bit of a shift in weight where that whole thing shifts back towards my heels. If I grab towards the back side, it's the other way around. Now it's going to tip forward. So there's usually a point where you either want to be balanced, so you want it to stay flat, or you might want a little bit of a tilt forward, because as you're walking forward, that's going to generate a little bit of extra momentum. And as long as you can stay tight and stay controlled through that, you might find moving forward happens a little bit faster than if it was level. Experiment with that when you're warming up and as you're building in weight, because this is going to be something where you get however many attempts you want, but your heaviest successful attempt is going to be your score. So there is no set time limit on this. It's just about posting a weight. So with that, when you pick these things up, I prefer to have my hands a little bit further back. That's just me. That doesn't mean you have to do the same thing. As you're picking it up, chest is tall. I'm going to stand up with my farmer's bars, and then it's short, choppy steps. Just like if I was doing a yoke carry all the way down past wherever our 50-foot line is going to be. So it's not a casual walking motion. If you were to do big steps and hit with your heel first, you're going to get shaky, especially as these things get heavy. You're asking a lot of your midline. You're asking a lot of your grip. For some athletes, they might find hook gripping that handle to be a little bit helpful. If your hands are big enough to hook grip it, where you wrap your thumb around first and fingers over your thumb to hopefully increase your chance of being able to hold on to that farmer's bar for just a little bit longer. Because generally speaking, your grip is going to be your fail point on this. Things to keep in mind as far as safety goes. Make sure that you're not dropping that weight on your heels. Because it can be pretty easy when you've got some momentum to just want to let it go, and it can come down on the back of a foot or something else like that. When these things get heavy, I mean, I only have, 90? There's maybe 105 pounds on both of these currently, so that'd be 210 pounds total. Don't be surprised if you end up being able to go a little bit heavier than you thought. So this is something where everybody give it your best effort. And again, that little twist with those poker chips will be announced at the end of the 2 weeks, and it might shuffle some things up a little bit. So yeah, that's going to be our floater workout. You're going as heavy as you possibly can for 50 feet. Again, if this gray line to gray line currently is 25, we're going to double that distance. That means we're probably going to end up with the 50-foot mark being kind of up towards the bathroom here as we head towards the main door. So if you see athletes doing this as you're coming into the gym, things like that, just be mindful. Make sure we're staying out of the way of people that are trying to do something for a competition. And yeah, so that's going to be our floater workout. Again, you've got 2 weeks to do this one. So you don't have to rush to get it all done or anything else like that, but the leaderboard will be updated as those scores come in. So this one might be one where people may give it multiple attempts, especially if it's something new or something else like that. And it's not that much overall strain in order to be able to try to max these things out. So should be fun, should be new for a lot of us, and a pretty easy one to be able to push yourself on. So yeah, let's get after it.